Hey guys, Chad Kennedy with the Freedom Real Estate Group at Synergy Properties here. I wanted to share the January market update, kind of market snapshot, if you will, for the month of January 2023. Some interesting numbers on here to talk about. I have noticed that fewer agents are sharing this information as it doesn't appear desirable to everybody. So it's before it was everybody was sharing it and like, oh my God, prices are up 20%. It's not the case right now. So let's dive into what these numbers actually look like. So first thing is the median sales price for the month of January 2023 was $365,000. Now this is only the second month in probably the last 30 months in Spokane County that we've actually seen a decrease in the median home price from year over year. So January 2022 was actually 2.7% higher than January 2023. December was the first time this really showed up in our numbers. We felt it in the market, but didn't have evidence really that that's what was happening. So $365,000. Now, I know some of you guys are probably thinking, 2.7%, it's only 9,000 something dollars, not a big deal. Well, the market peaked in May of 2022 with a median sold price of $450,000. So what we're looking at in that period is an $85,000 swing in the median sales price, and that affects everybody. So it's due to higher interest rates. The buyer demand has slowed down because of affordability with where home prices were at with the current interest rates, is what's attributing that. Closed sales are down. We're down 34.7% with 282 closed sales. Once again, if you look at, I blame this on rates essentially. January 2022 rates were at 3% in that range. January 2023, we're looking at rates at 6.5 to upper fives, depending on where you're at and what type of loan you're doing. So affordability comes into play drastically, and that buyer demand, right? A lot of people with the inflation where it's at have pumped the brakes on housing. Active inventory, this number is interesting to me. So active inventory is up 149.8%. That's great and gives some leverage to potential buyers. There's more homes to look at. They're not flying off the shelf right away. As soon as they're listed, you don't have to line up at the door. Excuse me. So there's more opportunity out there for buyers right now because of that. New listings are up again this month with 517 new listings listed in the month of January. So that's up 7.5% from January 2022. December of 22, we actually saw a decrease in new listings sold. It was down 23%. So glad to see that number back in the positive, and we're getting listings on market. Median days on market up 475%. This is a large number, and the median days is now 23 days. So if we look back to January of 2022, we had, and then inventory supply down here, inventory is up 282.6%. We had a 2-week supply of inventory back in January 2022. Now we have 2-month supply of inventory. So we've got 8 weeks worth of inventory. If we didn't list another house, we'd run out of homes to sell in 2 months, which is good. That number is starting to creep back up and more options for buyers out there. I want to dive in real quick because I don't want this video to be too long and kind of let you know what these numbers look like. So if you're looking at potentially selling your house in 2023, based on the data we're seeing here, hey, you missed the peak of the market. Nobody can time the market. It is what it is. But now what sellers have to do is what they didn't have to do the last couple of years because the demand was so high. So we're talking about your house has to be the belle of the ball. We've got to have it cleaned, staged, professional photos, professional video, great marketing materials going out with it. And most importantly, it has to be priced according to recent sales. What you want for it or what your neighbor sold their house for last May is no longer a valid comparable sale. We need to look at the last 3 months worth of data to get that going. So if you're interested, we offer a no obligation marketing consultation for anybody that's thinking about selling a home. Gladly meet with you, discuss our marketing plan, give you ideas for what to do to dress your house up. We know a lot of people like putting their houses on the springtime. So January, February is a good time to meet and kind of start knocking off that checklist of stuff to do to get your house ready for the market. So any information on that, feel free to reach out. Now, buyers, I know I've mentioned affordability multiple times in this video, which sounds scary because interest rates went up and now monthly payments are higher for where it's at. But there's some real opportunity in this market. One, you're seeing prices start to come down. So, like I said, $85,000 swing in pricing since May of 22. Inventory's up 149%. Average days on market up 475%. And there's still new listings coming on. So, what's happening now is homes aren't selling in the first weekend, and buyers that were priced out of the market or had a hard time competing in the past couple of years, where you had to have a bunch of liquid cash, now's a great time. So first time home buyers, get out, compete in the market, down payment assistance program, and, covering your down payment, cash there to cover that, getting the seller to contribute some, if not all of your closing costs. It's a great opportunity for you to get into a home and start your journey of home ownership to build personal wealth that way. I've noticed a lot more listings. 85% of what we do every year is veteran buyers and sellers. And I noticed a lot more homes willing to accept VA offers now, which was something that I've been fighting the last couple of years, because people were worried about low appraisals and all the myths that go along with VA stuff. So VA buyers, if you're stationed here locally at Fairchild Air Force Base, or you're a veteran and want to buy a house in Spokane, now you have a real opportunity to go out and compete and get a nice house. So, guys, that's what we have going on for our January market update. Hope I didn't ramble on too long and you're still here with me. Thank you. Any questions, feel free to reach out.